The war that tore through Gallia in the spring of 1951 was not a clash of front lines, but a chaos of smoke, shouted surnames, and running feet. In the cellar of their house in the old city, -1-year-old Amina held her baby brother's hand tightly. Her mother, Layla, had just gone upstairs to grab the box of family photographs when the world exploded into thunder and falling plaster. Amina never saw her again. Shoved into a fleeing crowd by a neighbor, Amina lost her grip on her brother in the panicked river of people surging toward the port. One moment his small fingers were wrapped around hers. The next, she was swept away. His name Khalid, swallowed by the roar of fear. She was packed onto a relief ship, a tiny, silent figure in a too big coat, clutching only a small bundle. Her mother's chipped blue teacup, a single silver coin, and a faded embroidered handkerchief. The ship took her across the sea to the country of Viridia. She grew up in a state orphanage, a quiet child with a war-struck past. She told no one about the chip cup she kept under her pillow. She married a gentle carpenter named Henry, had a daughter, and built a life. She buried her past under layers of routine gardening, baking, the quiet rhythm of a small town. She became Anna. Amina was a ghost that lived only in her dreams, in the scent of jasmine that sometimes caught her off guard, and in the careful way she drank her morning tea from that same chipped blue cup. 72 years passed. Her daughter, Claire, signed them up for a cultural heritage day at the city's Grand Museum. "It'll be nice, Mom," Claire insisted. "Music, food from all over. You never go out." Anna reluctantly agreed, wearing her best lavender cardigan. The museum was a cacophony of colors and sounds. Booths displayed dances, crafts, and cuisine from dozens of nations. Anna felt overwhelmed, a familiar hollow ache in her chest. She wandered away from the bustling main hall, seeking quiet. She turned a corner into a smaller, cooler annex titled "Recovered Memories, Artifacts from the Gallian Displacement." Her breath hitched. There, in a glass case, was a child's small leather shoe. Next to it, a tattered wedding veil. And beside that, a set of 6 teacups, painted with delicate blue birds. They were a perfect match to her chipped one. The placard read, "From the Artisan Quarter of Old Gallia, circa 1940s, donated by the Gallian Historical Society." She stood transfixed, her world narrowing to that case. Time folded. She was 8 years old, sitting at her mother's table, the morning sun lighting the desk motes, drinking sweet mint tea from a cup just like those. "They're beautiful, aren't they?" a voice said beside her. An elderly man, leaning on a cane, had come to stand next to her. He had a kind, weathered face and eyes that held a similar, distant sorrow. He wore a small pin on his lapel, a blue bird, the symbol of the Gallian Society.